This is my review of the Biktrix Kutty X2. This is a smaller portable folding bike. It weighs in around 60 pounds without the battery. So with the battery, you're probably looking around close to 70 pounds. The stem will fold here, so this detaches and this whole stem folds down. You get your center folding point there. Quick release seat, so the seat goes down. Pedals fold up. And you even have a quick release here at the top of your handlebars, where you can take the handlebars off if you needed to compact down more space. So currently I have about, I don't know if this is viewable, about 40 miles on this bike so far. It has been a good experience, and so with this, this bike can go up to 20 miles per hour. Technically, it can go faster, but with the motor power, you're not going to get much more than 20, even with full throttle and pedaling. I've pedaled like a demon on this thing on pass 5 with full throttle, and barely able to push 21 miles an hour. So there's not really any way you're going to get up to 28 on this unless you're going down a hill. So basically it's going to top out at 20 miles per hour. It does have 60mm front suspension. It is a spring suspension, it's not air. But it provides some nice cushion for the ride, which is very much needed on these. We do have the Biktrix XD E300 dual piston hydraulic brakes and a smaller rotor here. Same on the back. The kickstand's nice on this. It does not get in the way of the pedals or anything, and it's easy to put up and seems nice and sturdy. The rear rack on this comes bolted on there. It is hollow frame. I wouldn't really put much weight on this. Definitely not a kid or anything. Maybe some light cargo. You could probably strap some bags on there or something, but I would not put anything heavy on there. Water bottle mount. I ran out of room on the handlebar, so I mounted it to the back seat post here, and it barely fits, but works out well for what I need. I did upgrade the seat post here to a Redshift shock stopper seat post to provide some additional suspension on here, as I have a bad back, so that really helps smoothen the ride there. The battery is a 14 amp hour 48 volt battery. You can get probably about 30, maybe 40 miles ride on this. It is a cadence only sensor, which is right here, and it works pretty well. There's not a ton of ghost pedaling on this, depending on which pedal assist you're in, and it rides pretty smooth, so I'm still able, in PAS 1 or 2, I'm able to get a little bit of a workout still. In the back here, we have the 500 watt rear hub motor. It looks like this probably peaks around 850 watts per the display. And we obviously have a thumb throttle on this one here. That'll get you up and going. I kind of prefer quarter twist throttles for these kind of cruiser bikes, but it works. And front mount for a basket here, if you have one. The headlight is decent on this. It's decently bright. It's obviously not super high quality, thin wires here, but for its purpose, it works. I do like these nice fat tires on here. They're actually labeled as moped tires, Kenda Crusade moped tires. as it actually says moped on the side of the tire. It's not visible, it's not painted on here, but in black rubber it does say moped on these tires. The shifter, it is a Shimano ALTUS shifter. This works really well. The gear shifting on this is super smooth and fast. It did come with this bent in a little bit. I guess I'm on a shipping route where they are extra rough with the bikes. So I had to unbend the derailleur a little bit to get it shifting right. But once I did, it shifts perfectly, super smooth, fast shifting. It is an 8-speed Shimano. And I do like that they have the chain guard on here so your pants don't get the chain grease all over them and don't get shredded up. And what else? So yeah, max of 20 miles per hour. It's fairly torquey, so it gets going quickly. It's not a super smooth ride. Once you get going it is, but the initial takeoff with the throttle and power is pretty torquey. I did notice back here the chain has enough slack where it's going to slap your bar, so you might want to put some protection. I do have some 3M tape I'm going to apply to this, but this will for sure get smashed up and the paint chipped off of it on your bike if you don't protect that bit. So something to be aware of. The bike rides smooth. I like the kind of more upright seating position of it here with the handlebars. You can drop them down there with this adjustment, and I do like that they have the numbers on there so you can see exactly kind of where you're at and kind of set it to the same setting quickly. Gear indicators, which is nice, so you know what gear you're in. This is the bike bell that comes with it. Very cheap bell, but it works. Works decently well. And that's about it. So I'll have another video on kind of folding this up and kind of how that is. But overall, it's a fun neighborhood cruiser bike to take out on some paved trails. With the tires, you can do light off-road. Not anything serious, as the front tire starts to bounce up off the ground. That could be a setting with the shock, which you can adjust here. I should mention that. These, you can adjust the dampening of the spring on here to make it firmer or softer for your suspension. So that's a good thing to note on there. But yeah, it's a good bike if you need something portable that you can take around town and get a decent workout on, and also something that's not super huge that allows you to kind of sit in a more upright position. This is a nice bike for that. I did swap out the seat as well. I guess I should mention that. Same seat brand, but the one that comes on this is narrower. It probably shaves off a good inch on both sides of this. So this was from another bike I had, and with the quick release, I just swapped this between bikes. It's a little bit wider saddle, so a little cushier ride than the seat that comes with it, but the one that comes with it is more compact. So yeah, it's a good bike for cruising around neighborhoods, topping out at 20. If you want to go faster than 20 miles per hour, you're going to want to get a different bike. But if 20 miles per hour is fast enough for you, this is a fun little just kind of cruiser. So I'll be posting some more videos on the ride and the packing this up, unpacking, as far as the folding aspects of it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Post any comments with any questions you might have on this, and enjoy your rides. we are going to break this Kutty down. There's your folded up Kutty. The handlebars do come off if you want to shrink it down smaller. And then to reassemble the Kutty, all done.